First of all, I knew, something in me knew as a young child that I wasn't supposed to stay in my environment. So I lived between the Harlem Crip 30s and the Rolling 60s. And I had 3 fights a week to get home from school. And I remember when I was 15, my teacher said, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" And I said, "Alive." And when I get to 21, ask me again, but I don't have that luxury you have. And I remember that. I remember that like it were yesterday. But I also knew that I was worthy of something better. I didn't know where it was. I didn't see it anywhere. And if you remember, all the television shows during that time that had African Americans in them, they were pretty drab. So you had Good Times, nothing was good. Right, you had Different Strokes where the white man was saving the little black kids, except for in 1984 when the Huxtables came out. Well, that wasn't what I grew up with. I was on my way to college then. But I used to watch the Brady Bunch. And I used to say, I don't know what they had to do to have that kind of life, but they always worked everything out in the end. Right. And I declared, I want a peaceful life like that. I want a life of possibility. And almost every single one of my initial mentors, I couldn't touch, I couldn't talk to, I didn't have access to, but I held on to them like they were oxygen, because they were my visit to Beverly Hills. So I would go in my head, I would go through television, and I didn't want to be rich. I never really aspired to be rich, and I never aspired to be famous. I aspired to have peace of mind, to have grace and ease in my life, to be able to provide for myself. So I already had this experience that I wanted. And so when fast forward to answer your question, I'm in Inglewood, living off Arborvitae. I'm on government assistance, and I run out of money, and I had to buy Pampers for Jelani. And I had $11.42 in the bank. And I remember wrapping my son in a towel for 2 days. You know, someone said, because when I tell the story, I always get teary-eyed. And someone said, "Do you fabricate the tears because you've told the story so much?" No, I'm a mama. Every time I tell the story, I feel it again. I remember the second day, like you said, I had my hand on Jelani's stomach, and I said, "Don't worry, baby. Mommy will never be this broke or broken again." And that day, what shifted for me was I was willing, and I don't know if this is gonna sound crazy, I was willing to completely die to any form of me that I had been, so that I can birth the woman that I was becoming. The reason why a lot of people won't become who they want is because they're too attached to who they've been. And you hear it all the time when people say, "I've always been this way." Okay, well, if that's working for you, keep doing that. I knew it wasn't working for me. I had hit my version of rock bottom. So I was willing to let go of everything and everybody. See, another reason why people won't get there is because the doorway is for you to fit through. You're trying to carry everybody else through because you're trying to be Rescue 911. And you gotta rescue you first. I am much more valuable to my family and to my community because I was willing to let them go through the door myself, teach myself, learn myself, condition myself, and then come back and get them. I'm much more valuable to them now. But I had to go through a window time of 10 years of judgment. You leaving us, hanging out with white people all the time. You going to these crazy countries. We don't know what I had to be willing to allow my conviction to make me inconvenienced. See, we want to grow, but we want to stay liked by everybody. I was willing to be my own rescue at the risk of your approval. But most of us aren't like that. Facebook is an example. We want to be liked. Well, I woke up and I like myself today, so your like is extra. My job is to like me first. I was willing to say every day, "Lisa, you like you? Lisa, are you proud of you? Lisa, are you playing full out?" Every day before I checked in with anybody else. That's lonely, by the way. Why won't most people do it? Because it's scary and it's lonely. So what did I do? I was willing to find people who had what I didn't have, who were living lives that I wasn't living, who believed things that I didn't know about, and I was willing to become their student. I got up every day and I ate a slice of humble pie. See, when you get to this level, even me 10 years ago, You can get caught up by reading your own fine print. See, whenever I hear people reading my bio, before I came on, you read my bio, I'm in the back going, yeah, 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 yeah. Because I don't want to ever think I arrived.